Hey, good afternoon, everyone. It's Carm Capriotto. It's a Carmcast. It's 12 noon East Coast time. So glad to have you here. A real special event that's going on. We are going to talk about Apex, Virtual Apex, with a bunch of my great friends and some trainers that are here. And we have worked so hard to pull this off to give everyone kind of a flavor and a taste of exactly what Apex is going to be like, since it is virtual today. Mark Bogdansky is with me. Mark is the VP of Meetings and Events at the Auto Care Association. Co-owned, Apex is co-owned by Auto Care and AASA, right, Mark?
Correct, Carm.
And I can't imagine, from the day you guys decided to say we're no longer going to meet together in this always homecoming that Apex is, have you slept much in the last month and a half?
I'll sleep in November.
You'll sleep in November. It's the right answer. Vic Tarasic's with me, shop owner, coach, business coaching consultant, who has done a lot of work behind the scenes on Virtual Apex. Vic, thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me, Carm.
And for interrupting your vacation in the Rocky Mountains to be here. Now that's dedication. Wow. Hey, don't forget, Virtual Apex is all about signing up for free education. Did I say the word free? I did say the word free. World-class trainers and presenters, demos, management tools, ASE sessions, and you don't have to travel. And who would have ever thought that that would be attractive today, in November of 2020, that you don't have to travel. So we've got a lot of great trainers who are going to share the essence of what they're going to talk about, and in Virtual Apex. Can't wait to bring this great panel of trainers with you. In the meantime, Mark, signing up for Apex, I mean, there's the URL. It's critical. You can't get in if you don't register.
Yeah, and it's really, really simple. You go to apexshow.com, click on register. You can just go right in, apexshow.com/register. It takes about 30 seconds to register. You're going to put in your name, your contact information. We're going to ask you a few questions about what it is that you want to learn about, the products that you're interested in finding out more about, just so that we know more about you and we can recommend the sessions and the companies that would be of interest to you. And that's it. You're going to get a confirmation email back. It's going to send you right into the system. The system is open, so you can already start building out your schedule. We've got literally almost 100 sessions over the course of 3 days for you to pick. And you can watch them live. You'll be able to watch them on demand afterwards. So if you don't catch a session right when it's playing, you'll be able to watch it afterwards. We've got really the best trainers in the country providing sessions for us. We've got some of the best companies providing some training for us as well. And it allows all of the shops and the technicians to be able to go in, set up their own schedule, their own timing over the course of the week, set up the schedule they need to be able to meet with other people, meet with the companies they want to talk to, get the training they need, and it'll be open afterwards as well. So if you see a session that you really wanted to see, but for whatever reason you weren't able to see it right when it played, you can come back later and check it out as well.
Excellent. Thank you for that. Now, Vic, I guess the cool thing about this is that the entire shop, who maybe you couldn't afford to send to Apex live one day, can all come to Apex Virtual.
Oh, that's the cool part about it, is we have training that is from expert level training to entry level training. We've got management training. We've got advisor training. We've got leadership training. There is something for everyone. And what would be really cool is if you've got a couple people that are, let's say you're A-level techs and you want them to get honed on some cool diagnostic skills, block some time out for them. Put them in that session together. Now what you've done is you multiplied the learning effect, because if one might have heard something that the other didn't, and next thing you know, they can teach each other, and that'll broaden it. Then on top of that, take it out into the shop. Train the rest of the people. So train what you've just been trained upon.
I love it. I love the word he used was toned. I mean, that, I've never heard that used in the realm of training, but it's so very smart. Hey, look at, we're out on Facebook. I see there's a bunch of people. We're on a couple of my pages. We're on Apex site, Facebook's Apex page. We're out there. Would love to know a couple of things. Check in with your city, because we can see who's on, and love to see some comments. Like us, share us. But most importantly, if you're going, type in the words "I'm going." And if you're registering today or after we're done, after we've sold you so well on being here at Virtual Apex, type in I registered. Love to hear about that. Well, look, I'm going to bring up a couple of really cool graphics right now. Here is one, and here's some of the topics that we're going to cover. Technical training, lab scope usage for the new owner, deep dive into CAN Part 1 and Part 2, and European diagnostics. Also, we're going to cover ADAS calibrations and diagnostics, all inside of Virtual Apex, the essence of diagnostics 1 and 2, and aftermarket diagnosis, the reality with today's electrically controlled diesel trucks. Well, I have to tell you, there's going to be more of these that I'll show you to get you, if you will, kind of excited about what's going on and what's happening. I'm going to bring up Sara Fraser first off. Hello, Sara. How are you? I can't hear you, Sara. You're on mute.
Hello.
Hey, there you are. Good to have you here. Let me bring my partners back, Mark and Vic. Sara, give us a couple of minutes on what's going on with you at Virtual Apex.
Sure. I'm so excited to be part of Apex this year. I'm doing 2 different courses. One of them I actually co-teach with Bill Haas, and that is creating a business culture that employees embrace. It's a really, really fun course. I love that we get to bring our 2 completely different perspectives to it. So Bill has more of that experience of being an owner, and he has the boomer perspective, where I have a ton of experience being a manager, being an employee, being a customer, and then I bring my millennial outlook to it. So it's a really fun course where we give you all the tools that you need to really create a business culture that's going to thrive and that your employees are going to want to stick around at and that people are just going to want to be a part of. So that's the one course we're doing. And then the other course I'm doing is social media from concept to engagement. And this course is for anybody. If you've never done social media, you don't know where to start, I literally break it apart step by step, show you how simple it is, how anybody can do it. I give you tons and tons of ideas for content. And then I walk you through step by step how you can actually make graphics to go with your social media. I talk about hashtags. I talk about how you can find them, how you can use them, how you can increase your engagement on your social media. And then I also walk you through how you can schedule it out ahead of time so you don't have to be doing this every single day and you can just get your whole week done at once. And really, it's an awesome course. So whether you're struggling with social media, have never touched it, or are just interested and want to learn how to do this, it's a great beginner course or just a freshener for somebody.
Wow, very succinct. You actually did a great job in highlighting both of those great seminars in such a short time. And guys, I got to go on record to say business culture, social media. I mean, those are at the top of anyone's list of running a great company today.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
You know, Carm, I do want to add in a lot of these sessions. You know, these sessions developed 2 different ways. One way was we had about 100 submissions, 110 submissions, I think, from sessions that we had asked some of the top trainers and coaches to ask us what they want to teach. And they were judged by a panel of shops, technicians, and owners to say, hey, what sessions do you think are worthwhile to you, to your technicians, and would be good for your business? And they were all graded and selected by the shop owners and technicians. So these weren't selections that I made or even Vic made independently. These are made by shop owners and technicians that they're saying they want. And these sessions that Sara's talking about and you're going to hear about are the sessions that shop owners want to hear. They want to learn more about social media. They want to learn more about culture. And so
great point. Yeah, great point, Mark. You actually did bring some incredible committees together to be sure that Virtual Apex really was a home run for everybody in the aftermarket. Thank you, Sara. You're going to be on with Bill Haas, and I'll tell everyone, Bill Haas is your dad. And Bill is going to be our last presenter here. And see, you were the first, and Bill's going to be the last. And I may have designed it like that. I'm not quite sure. I just may have done it like that. Thanks, Sara, for being here. Here's another great highlight of what we're doing. Management training, strategies for effective leadership. I think we heard about that. Diagnosing and repairing your business. Boy, if you think of that in mechanical terms, boy, that says a lot. A perpetual business, your ultimate objective. And social media, as Sara just said, from concept to engagement. My friend Jason Rainey is here with us. Let me get Jason up here. Jason, there he is. Talk to us, my friend. What's going on with you and Napa? By the way, Jason is the VP of Napa Auto Care, a program of nearly 17,000 independently, say that fast, independently owned automotive repair facilities that have chosen to partner with Napa. He currently sits on the Automotive Service Excellence, ASE Board of Governors, as well as the Automotive Maintenance and Repair Association Board, where he works to keep the best interest of independent repair facilities in mind. Jason has been with Napa for 23 years. Congrats to that. And he's held various roles from sales to category management. Take it away, Jason.
Well, thank you, Carm. Long-time listener. For us here at Napa, we've loaded it up, working with Vic and Mark, and you guys have done a tremendous job putting this together, especially kind of having the carpet pulled out from underneath you. But I'm really excited that attendees will have the opportunity to go back and maybe watch something that they couldn't participate in. So that's one of the benefits that virtual allows us to do. Another thing that I like what you guys are doing is you're stepping out and inviting the students and trying to get the future to attend and come into this awesome industry that we work in. So from the Napa side, here's what you can expect. For auto care owners, for shop owners that are interested in the auto care program, we'll be at standby. You can schedule meetings with us. We'll talk through the elements of Napa Auto Care. Maybe you want to learn a little more about our apprentice program that we've had out for over a year. Some of our shop owners have reached out to ask about our Gold Certified program. You'll be able to schedule time with our team to discuss those elements. Whatever the program element may be, it could be digital vehicle inspections, or whatever other benefits the Napa Auto Care program has. We'll also have our tracks, shop management system people there for you to be able to schedule time in and learn a little bit on that. We are participating with Dorman in the Joe's Garage piece. We're going to have a in-depth conversation on hybrid batteries. Then we're going to actually have some other 15-minute videos on some of their new product launches, like integrated radio, GPS, heads, etc., other how-to. So good benefits. From the auto tech training side, working with the entire Apex team, we have 3 sessions. We're doing GM smart charging systems diagnostics. That's 1 hour. Modern turbocharger controls and the fundamentals of proper brake inspection. So we've loaded it up. We're at the ready and really excited about the format. Certainly wish we could all be together, but there's some real cool things about doing this virtual. And to your point, Carm, you take away the travel piece of it, and there's just a lot for you to choose from.
Wow. Mark, what did you do to get Jason to bring all of that to Virtual AAPEX?
I will actually say this is one area where Vic has been so instrumental for us this year. The Joe's Garage piece in particular, Vic has done a great job putting together Jason and his team and about 14 other companies, helping us put together what was going to be Joe's Garage in Vegas, and then figuring out how to actually make that work as we transition to the Virtual AAPEX experience. And, as Jason was talking about, he's got some demos that they're going to be showing through Dorman and through their stuff that they were going to be showing in Joe's Garage. And we've got the other companies that are showing them as well. And we're really excited about what Joe's Garage is going to look like, even on a virtual experience.
Well, I'm going to miss Joe's Garage because that's where my studio was going to be.
Right.
Anyway, because I love to be out with everyone. Love to be out, but this is my next best thing. Hang out with my buds and talk about Virtual AAPEX. Jason, thanks so much.
Thank you, Carm.
Appreciate you being here and all that you're doing for Virtual AAPEX. Hey guys, let's put up another slide here. Let me see my slide number 8. Next gen diagnostics. In management training, here we go. Creating a business culture that employees embrace. There's the culture piece that Sara was talking about. Breaking the mold, getting out of the price-based model and into the value-based model. OMG, we talk about that so much. Hey, who's up next? Let me see. It's going to be Mr. Burkhauser. Let me get John up here. Where is John? Hello, John.
Right here, man. How you doing?
John Burkhauser, who is the Director of Education for Bolt-On Technology. He's really looking forward to sharing the virtual AAPEX experience with all. John's mission is to share what he learned 35 years. In the 35 years, it can't possibly be of auto repair experience, so that you and your shop can benefit from it through the Bolt-On University Fast Track Your Shop Success program being given on Wednesday, November 4th, 1 to 5 o'clock. Hey, my friend, give us a synopsis.
Well, the first thing I want to say is thanks to everyone that brought us on board. We are so excited to participate in the virtual event, and we want you to know that this is a really great thing, because we missed the fact that we're not going to be in Vegas. We missed the fact that we're not going to be seeing each other in the building and all that, but we now have the chance to take a lot of training. And that's what we're here for. Bolt-On Technology, Frank Dragoni and I, we're going to be given a Bolt-On University class. It's a 4-hour version of a 3-day course. And it's based on best practices. Every shop should be following best practices. And what we're going to do here is we're going to list out the best practices, and then we're going to go through them and show you and explain to you what exactly they are. Because they're actually things that you should be doing every day. And if you're doing them every day, they're going to be paying back. So we're going to go through that. We're going to show some of that using our technology. But the point here is, even though it's going to be on our technology, it gives you an idea how you may be able to do it on the technology that you have available to yourself. So 4 hours sounds a little bit long, but we're going to break it up and keep it entertaining. As a matter of fact, we are proud to be part of the Joe's Garage too. And we've been working on some video for that. And we actually have some animation coming in with it, which is kind of funny. So we're really excited to be here. We really hope that you don't get scared away by a 4-hour course and that you join us and learn the basics. Because here, that's what it is. Just like Harm said a moment ago, I want to share with you my knowledge so that you don't have to learn it the hard way. Okay. And that way you can put it to work much younger than me and hopefully do a lot better with it. So thanks for having us on board.
So you're going to bring your school of hard knocks, been there, done that, got burnt, got hurt, wasted money to the to Virtual AAPEX.
Yeah, and I'm really excited to be able to do this too.
Wow, great. Well, Bolt-On University with John Burkhauser, thank you so much, my friend. Appreciate you being here.
Thank you, Tarm.
Okay, let's do another teaser. Here's some more technical training that's coming your way. Engine performance diag strategies from the guys at Garage Gurus and Drive. Industry-leading tech training by Hunter Engineering. Electronic power steering from Garage Gurus. ADAS training by Bosch. Of course, Napa training. Jason mentioned all the great training that Napa is providing. And secrets for accurate ADAS calibrations from Autel. So interesting. Let me see who's with us now to share. James Wilson. I'm sorry. James Wilson. James, by the way, I noticed that your mic is on mute, so you might want to unmute that. James Wilson has over 40 plus years of experience as an ASE Master Certified Technician, Dealership Technician, Fleet Technician, shop owner, and trade school instructor for automotive and diesel technology. Jim has worked for OTC, Allen, Bear, Target Training, and Mitchell International, AVI 2. Oh my. You must be 90 years old, Jim, to do all of that.
Getting close.
Amazing. Jim's also a consultant to Bosch for training and development. Welcome to Virtual AAPEX. How you doing, man?
I'm doing fine. How are you guys doing out there?
Great. So what's up? What's going on? What are you going to bring to us?
I'm going to do intro level scope class for the new user. What I've been seeing is a lot of guys don't use lab scopes at all, and they're intimidated by them. Scan tools, yeah, they're no problem. What we're going to do is teach them the three settings on a lab scope they need to learn. I'm going back 20 years and stuff I taught before, back now, and I'm going to teach them how to set up the scope quickly and not be so afraid of it, get the patterns they need. That's one class. The other class we're going to do is kind of like what you need to know on Euro cars. I have a lot of guys in the Midwest. That's where I'm at. So we don't work on a lot of Euro cars here. But when we do, or the shops do, I get a lot of calls occasionally because, hey, what do I do first? Why are the wiring diagrams like this? Why do they call it a DME? Why don't they just call it a PCM? Why do they do this? I don't understand. So we're going to do it. And what's a C5 versus, that's a Corvette, right? No, C5's an Audi. But things like that they need to know, the platforms, how they do things differently. If you've ever seen a European wiring diagram, it'll kick your butt the first time you see one. So that's basically what we're going to cover in 2 classes. Intro level, get the guy there. What tools you're going to need to know and what you need to really look at. The big thing is fuel trim on your cars. It is different. I guarantee you that.
I like this guy. He tells it like it is.
Well, that's the way you got to do it.
I know how much fun your class could be. Woo.
I have fun with my classes. Yes, I do.
And even though I'm not a technician, and you all know that, I think it would be just fun to go there and hang out with Jim Wilson. Thank you so much for being here. Great to have you. I'm so impressed. Everyone has actually brought it down into the 3 to 4 minute range. I just said I wish I would have bet that this thing would not have happened. It's been amazing, just amazing. So thank you so much, James, for being here. And here's my my final slide to tease you as to what's going on. And here's the slide on Joe's Garage. And it was Jason who mentioned that a little bit ago. And here are the participants who's going to be hanging out. I'm not sure these are all of them, guys, but I know this is a pretty high level list. 360 Payments, BG Products, Bolt-On, Bosch, Broadleaf, Challenger Lifts, Coates, Eurovent, Hunter, Kukui, Mitchell One, Napa, Shop, Boss, and Techmetric. I mean, I don't know where you guys found the time to pull all this thing together.
I think the only one that we're missing off of there is Michelin has joined us.
Michelin? Oh, great.
Yeah, Michelin.
So great to hear that. Hey, let's add Mr. Bill Haas from Haas Performance Consulting, who's going to give us our final recap of the day on what he's going to be doing for us at Virtual AAPEX. Hello, Bill.
Hey, guys. How you doing?
Hey.
Good to see everybody. So Virtual AAPEX, I think my topic's pretty pertinent. And I think you guys are a really great example of some of what we're going to talk about in that class. We're going to do a session on effective strategies for effective leadership. And, I don't think there could be a better time for this. I think everybody's leadership has been challenged this year with this whole COVID-19 and the pandemic thing. People have been put in positions to have to make decisions that they probably have never thought they'd have to do. I'm sure that's true for the folks at AAPEX. I don't think anybody within the management of AAPEX ever thought there'd be a day that we'd have to make decisions about whether we could have the event or not. Right, Mark?
Probably not.
No, probably not. But it really does test our ability to be good leaders. And so I use this session really as a way to help people develop some of their leadership skills. And, the one that I'll point out that I think is really one that so many managers, supervisors, business owners miss is they fail to delegate. And we're going to spend a lot of time talking about that because there's a thing about delegating. So when you become good at delegating, you have more time to do the things that you need to do. The stuff that needs your attention finally gets your attention because you're not busy doing all the other stuff that you have people within your organization that are certainly qualified and capable of doing. So we have to be better delegators. The other thing it does is, as we delegate, it helps develop the next leader. And what a lot of people fail to recognize about leadership is that one of the things you should be doing as a leader is you should be working yourself out of a job. That's what a good leader really does. So as we develop some of these leadership skills, and we're going to talk about that, we're going to have about 2.5 hours that we're going to just be focused just on leadership. We're going to have some fun. There's some interesting stuff. There's some great examples that'll be, shared within the seminar, but it's all going to be about leadership. We've got to prepare people for making sure that they're prepared to make those difficult decisions that have got to be made. Not that I hope this continues on a regular basis for any of us.
Wow. Thank you so much. No doubt the things that you're going to talk about are necessary. We have to have that today. We have to be able to delegate. So thank you for that. I may have to partake in that. That may be
we all-
one of the things that I have to just delegate, right?
Yep.
I think we all have to sit in on Bill's class.
Yeah,
Oh,
I think we
Yeah.
all do.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the really beautiful thing about it is all Bill has to say is, "Here, Sarah, do this."
But, you know,
Yeah, I wish. But that is the other piece. I guess I didn't mention that is I am going to be with Sarah to do that culture class, and we do have a lot of fun doing that. We've done it a couple times before, and it is a
Good
lot
class.
of fun. Yeah.
Okay,
you know,
so
Carm,
go ahead.
you know,
Yeah,
Carm,
Mark.
I'm going to say what we've seen just from the brief kind of intro from each of these people, though, it's just a wide variety of the classes we have, right? We've got Sarah talking about whether you're doing social media for the first time or you've done it before, that kind of a class. So it can be an intro class. I mean, James is talking about technical stuff. Can barely look under the hood of a car and understand what I'm talking about. And he's talking about really intricate things on diagnostics. And Bill's talking about leadership within your shop. I mean, it's a wide variety of things. We've got guys like Bolt On and Napa that are coming in and providing their expertise as well. So it's a very wide variety of classes and training that we're offering. And like you keep saying, Carm, it's all for free. And that's the most important thing.
Amazing. November, listen, right next to Jason's picture, you see the calendar there, November 3rd, 4th, and 5th, Apex, AAPEX show.com/register. I say it in your commercials all the time. I can't believe I stumbled with that. AAPEX show.com/register. I could say it when I'm sleeping.
Exactly.
Anyway, please, if you've not signed up, do it. Because this video will play over and over again on all of these social sites that we're out. Please like it, share it, type in if you registered, if you're going, if you're done, share this. And I've got one final thing. First of all, thank you all so much for being here. I can't tell you, I know it's a big, you're all so busy, and to bring Virtual AAPEX to life even in a greater degree, like we did with this Carmcast. Any tips for our industry on how to watch virtual, get in the right mindset, close the door, really get into that virtual, because wow, you're a squirrel, you see a nut, man, you can go. It's not like you're sitting in a class, right?
Right.
I mean, it's so distraction. Does anyone have any ideas to share? Listen, I'll let Jason, you go first. John, you go next.
So we did a virtual conference back in July. You helped us with it. Some of the feedback we received from our members is they had it up and running, but then they continued to do their day-to-day. And what you really need to do is you need to close yourself in a room, especially when you're going to a session that you're really wanting to lean in and engage in, so that you can eliminate the distractions. It just becomes too easy, right? So make sure that you put yourself in a surrounding where you're comfortable and that you have that you can fully lean in on the content of it.
Great advice, John. What were you going to say?
Well, Jason pretty much covered it. You got to get yourself out of your day, and you've got to make it so that you can focus on the class. And people are going to be saying, "Well, I'm losing money." Well, not really. If you learn how to use a scope, you're going to make a lot more money. If you learn how to run your business, you're going to make a lot more money. That 1 hour. Get out of the shop if you can, or whatever you need to do. Lock yourself away that they can't bother you. That's the best thing.
Wow.
Yeah, I would add to that, Carm. It's really about discipline and delegation. There's your delegation again. There's things that you're trying to do while you're watching a webinar or a seminar really affirms for me that you forgot to delegate those tasks to somebody else.
Let me offer a thought. I recently went through an entire week's worth of podcasting event, just like Virtual AAPEX is going to be. And in order for me to focus, which I knew that I had to do, I made a commitment to open up a session and type what I was learning on a Google Doc. Mm-hmm. And I also had a piece of paper where one of those brilliant ideas came to me while I'm engaged in it. I had this huge takeaway, if you will, yellow pad thing going on. So I took the essence of the seminar, because when I write, I learn. When I type, I learn. It always becomes a placeholder for me. Is that good advice?
Great advice.
Huge.
Great advice.
Okay.
You will remember what you write. That's why notes are so important. You will remember what you write.
What you write.
Right.
Yep. And turn the phone off. Interesting idea. Yeah, turn the phone off, put it on silent, put it away. If you've got another computer, turn it off. If TV's on or radio, turn them all up. Just pay attention to what's on the screen. Grab you something, keep you awake, by the way.
And by the way, if you book this time, don't book anything else.
Right.
Because for sure you'll miss this. Well, it was free; it didn't matter. I mean, I wish Virtual Apex cost $1. At least you'd have something to risk.
Right.
Wow, this was so much fun. Thank you all for being here. Don't forget aapexshow.com/register. Get involved for Virtual Apex. Mark, and Vic, both of you guys, you've done so much incredible work on this. Any final words at all that you want to share?
No, I just want to thank everybody on this call, all of the other trainers who have joined us, who are joining us, all of the other companies who are supporting us. I think this is going to be, a great event for our industry. I think it's going to be a great event for all the shop owners and technicians who join us. And I'm really hoping that they get as much out of this education as we think they will.
Yeah, I'm sure they're gonna. Just got to invest in that commitment. Vic, final word.
I'll echo what Mark said. We got great trainers, but you know what? Without those great trainers, there would be no Virtual Apex.
I know. Wow, sums it right up. Hey, thank you all. 31 minutes, lunchtime, Wednesday afternoon. Where would you rather be than right here, right now? Hey, thanks everyone. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you, Carl.
Thank you.
Take care, everybody.